Welcome to this week's edition of The Passion of the Digital Artist. And here he is, that passionate digital artist himself, Jeff Mueller.
All right, Xavier. Welcome to our blog.
Welcome, folks.
We cover, we're here at least twice a month, that's for sure, sometimes more.
We kind of strung it out this time with vacations and whatnot.
Right, so the summertime's always a little sporadic, but this is my counterpart, Xavier.
Evening, folks.
I'm Jeff Mueller, computer art man, and we...
Traditional artist extraordinaire.
Yes, and Xavier and I like to cover the art world from our perspective and kind of want to document and lay down the grounds to what an artist does and what an artist goes through throughout his career. Hopefully that someday I become a big successful artist, and this is groundwork for seeing what it was like when I was just a little guy. I
can be his sidekick and get paid for doing nothing.
Yeah, well, he'll be helping me ship everything everywhere.
There you go. Exactly.
But this week, everybody knows, most everybody who watches the video blog knows about my project 52 Shades of Blue. And it's approaching, finally, woohoo, after a year light study of the Brentwood Water Storage Tower in North Canton, where I've taken at least one photo a day of the water tower, and many times a lot more than one a day. Even sometimes 3 or 4 times I visited it in one day, the tower, to document all the different lighting and effects that happen to the tower.
And for those of you that haven't watched the blog before, the water tower, Jeff found art where people don't normally find art, and that's what makes an artist. Is you would think of something as big and obtrusive as a water tower would not be very artistically correct, yet the unique color scheme that was given to that water tower by its builders, it's amazing. It seems to blend in with its surroundings, no matter light or dark, winter, summer, fall, or spring. And Jeff noticed that and has based his year-long study on exactly that.
A total of 10,565 pictures were taken of the water tower over a 1-year span. Culminating, the last day was a nice dreary day at the beginning of May. That culminated the water tower study, and then I went into the editing process, and I'm here to tell you I've finished the editing process. When you go from 10,585 pictures and you have to come up with 53, it's no small task. And it was a fun task, and it was probably easier than I was imagining when I realized when I added up all the photos, and I had 10,585 pictures that I had to go through, and I went over them and I cut them. At first I edited them down to about 4,500 pictures, and then I edited them down to about 2,500 pictures. Then I edited it down to about 1,000 pictures. Then I edited it down to 900. Then it was 500, and then it was 100. And once I got to the 100, I felt that I wanted to see them in their glory, so I properly processed them, cropped them, and color corrected them, so I could imagine them as paintings, or I could imagine them as photographs to get down to the last 53. I then edited those, and I picked out 43 of those photos that I absolutely liked, but that left me with the final 60 pictures. Now, it's called 52 Shades of Blue. There's 52 images plus one more image that was shot at the final get together that's going to be on the back cover. So it's one of 53 images that have been chosen. But to choose from those last 60, the last 10 was very, very difficult. And it was hard to take photos that were so beautiful and eliminate them.
And, and he's not self-promoting or exaggerating there. Of those 10,000, any 1,000 of them, you would have been proud to have them hanging in your family room.
Right,
or
they were still beautiful.
They're beautiful, beautiful photos.
There are some beautiful photos that did not make it because this light study I was trying to show the grand scale of the different lights that the tower was in. So although there were some beautiful sunsets, that all the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises that made it, there's also rainy days, and there's plain days, and it's all got to be in there in these 53 photos. So the last 60, I put up 10 a day and had my Facebook followers of the 52 Shades of Blue Facebook fan page, which is 1,100 people strong, and had them vote for their top 3 of that day. And then from those 10, every day I took 2. The 2 that sustained the most amount of votes. Or the scale was, if you felt it was your number 1, you gave it a 3. The middle one was 2, and the last one was 1. And whatever top 2 had the most votes, they made it for that day. And we did that for 6 days, coming up with 12 images. And then on the last day, which was a Sunday, I had everybody vote for their top 10 of the 12, 10 being the number 1 and 1 being the least. And I took the top 10 of the 12, and those 10 made the book. So we were now at 53 images. Now, there was 2 images through the processing that I really liked, and I assessed, and then I was able to replace them with the original 42 of those original 43 were kicked out, and I put in those 2 based off the 10 that were put in. So that's how I came down with the editing process. So the hardest part, that 60 whatever, I had my fan base, the people who have been following the project religiously, vote on it to determine those final 10. So I thank everyone who voted. You helped make a very difficult process a little bit easier, and we're finally there. Now, you can see this is the top 53 right here. They're all lined up and it's all ready to go. There's wildlife, fog, sunrises, there's a hawk in the fall, the cloud formations around it. That's a beautiful fall day. You've got this beautiful, one of Xavier's favorite, and one of his favorites was this particular shot. And then there's what everything that was around, and the different views that I was able to find when I first started the project. So we're there. We're finally there. Now what my next step is to figure out which ones I'm going to paint and which ones are going to be photographs. So I'm in that process. I'm taking a little bit of a break at the moment. I'm working on a different painting.
Sometimes you have to just step back for a minute, folks,
because Brett Favre is going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and most people who watch this video blog know I'm a Packer fan.
A rabid Packer fan.
So I am in the process of, I put together the reference for the painting of Brett Favre. That's the reference, and I'm in the process of getting ready to digitally paint it and then put it onto canvas and then finish it off, and hope to get in on the autograph session and have him sign it. So that's what I've been working on right now. You can see, if you go through, I'll pick another photo, double click here, you can see, there we go, how far using that as I'm getting somewhere on it. It's like, I gotta have it finished. August 7th is the day. And so I pretty much have to have this finished about a week and a half. So by next Sunday or Monday, I'm going to have to order my canvas. So I'm really pushing hard I'm not that far, but I'm getting there. If you look, you can really see painting, fans, you know, just laying the basis for the painting right now. So as we
That looks like it's going to be a great one, Jeff.
As we go about it, well, it's pop art technically, because whenever you're painting famous people and using reference from photographs, you know, that's considered pop art, which I do enjoy. You can see from time to time.
Just a little bit of pop art up on the wall there.
Yeah, and so that's where I'm at this. So we really, I'm getting excited for the Hall of Fame induction. It was great to see you all again. You know, we haven't been blogging as much, but like you said, I had somewhat of what you would call I don't think you could call it vacation. I had a stressation. Anyways.
And I'll be leaving for vacation next week.
So yeah, so next week, so probably in a couple more weeks we'll be back. But that's the update on 52 Shades of Blue. That's the update of what I'm doing as far as artistically, just keeping myself unbelievably busy, pushing. And anything else to add?
You know, I'm always the one to throw in some things, but you know, we've all been deeply saddened in the last week with the events in Dallas and then Nice, France. Our hearts go out to the nation of France and its people and our own people. And again today in Baton Rouge, we lost 3 more police officers. So, you know, always remembering them with everything we do. So
yeah, our flags are half-mast, that's for sure. It's
yep,
just not been. It's been a little bit troubled these past.
It's been some troubling times, but if I know humanity, we'll get through it.
Well, humanity's got through people going in the streets and chopping heads off, so I think we can get through this too.
Yeah, it's just pretty tough right now.
Yeah.
So everyone have a great week. It'll probably be a couple weeks before you hear from us again.
Yep. So. All right. Thanks a lot. See you soon.
Take care.